What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my channel, Escape the Matrix. And if you are new to my channel is about escaping the 9-to-5 life. A lot of Uber videos or rideshare videos, just making money in general, building up our credit, and of course traveling, because our ultimate goal is to escape the rat race, gain financial independence, and of course retire and travel. If you guys are definitely interested in those topics, make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure you smash the like button on this video if it does help you. So without further ado, today we're going to talk about mistakes to avoid as a new Uber driver. So the first thing first I gotta say is that when a passenger gets in your car, make sure you verify their name. Don't let them ask you your name. Although after they tell you their name, then you can of course introduce yourself and things like that. But as soon as someone gets in the car, you ask them, hey, what's the name of the person that ordered the Uber? They'll tell you the name, and then you can get it started. After you get the ride started, you got to verify the address too. You want to make sure you're taking the person to the right place. And sometimes the people don't even enter their address correctly, so you want to make sure it's correct, so you can get paid for actually driving to where you have to drive to. The second tip I have for drivers is, as a new driver, you might be really excited, but don't overtalk. This is a service. The service that you're providing is dropping a person from one place to another. Conversation is just a bonus. So if you see someone is not in the mood to have a conversation with you, don't force a conversation. Things like that will get you a bad rating, won't get you tipped, and it just won't be good for you overall. So don't overtalk, talk just enough. The third thing that you have to avoid as a new Uber driver is driving around aimlessly. That's one of the things that I was doing as a new Uber driver. If I didn't get a ride for a while, I would just start driving around. But I realized that's the worst thing you can do, unless you are in the middle of nowhere where you know for a fact that you will not get a ride. And even then, you'll be surprised. Even those middle of nowheres are great places to get rides. But all that is to say, don't drive around aimlessly. After you finish a ride, park in a place right nearby where you finished your ride and wait for the next ride. Don't worry, that ride will come. But you driving around aimlessly and wasting gas, you're setting yourself up for failure. Don't do that. The fourth thing to avoid as a new Uber driver is picking up a passenger with a really bad rating. So for me, a really bad rating is like maybe 4.3 or below. So anything below that is just like, what has this rider been doing with other drivers for them to get such a low rating? And if you do end up accepting that ride, like, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure. This rider has proven time and time again that they have bad behavior with drivers. So now you're going to go pick up that passenger that's been having bad experiences. And yes, there are times where I have picked up people that have a so-called bad rating, and they have been pretty good riders, and I've had no issues with them. But then again, as a new driver, you're still building up that experience, and you don't want to deal with these bad customers, especially in the beginning when you don't have the experience yet to deal with all of these kind of situations. This experience will be gained with time driving. Do yourself a favor, and if you get a request by a rider with a really bad rating, don't accept. Wait for the next ride. You will get another ride. Fifth thing to avoid is make sure you're not chasing surges. Sometimes I will see people driving 10, 15, 20 minutes away to go to a surge. And by the time they get to the surge is gone. You don't want to chase the surge unless you know for sure that there's a big event going on or a big game or something going on, and you know that there's going to be a surge over there because of the high demand. Then get yourself there early and get there on time so you can catch the surge once it starts. But do not chase a surge by any means, because the worst thing that can happen is you chasing a surge that's 10 minutes away, and by the time you get to the surge, it's over. Now you go and find out that the place that you were just in is now surging, and you got out of that zone to come to this zone. You see, you're just setting yourself up for failure. Don't do that. And another thing that you can do to set yourself up for failure is not subscribing to this channel. If you're not subscribing to this channel, you're setting yourself up for failure. So don't do that. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the thumbs up on this video. The sixth thing to avoid as a new driver is don't let a customer pressure you into driving super fast or breaking the laws, because at the end of the day, if you get a ticket for running a red light, running a stop sign, or just driving recklessly, guess what? That customer will not be paying for your court dues, for your lawyer fees, or for any fees that you may incur because of that. You'd rather take a bad rating from one rider rather than get yourself in some trouble, like getting a ticket or doing something reckless on the road that will put you in jeopardy of even losing your license, things like that. So make sure you don't let customers pressure you. If you do have a customer that is rushing you, just let them know, yes, I'll do my best, but don't guarantee anything and don't break any laws for them. The seventh thing to avoid is, unless you're in a really busy market like myself, I am in New York City, so it's really easy to just be on one platform. But if you're in a less busy place, don't just stick to one platform. Sign up for Uber, Lyft, Via, Juno, whatever the heck is out there in your market. Sign up for those things and have all those apps on at the same time so you can guarantee yourself a ride as quick as possible. The eighth mistake to avoid is not having a dash cam set up. As a driver, you're going to be on the road so much. You're going to be on the road for 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours a day. That's 50, 60, 70 hours a week. And being on the road that much can put yourself at risk as well as your car at risk. So having a dash cam will save you the trouble of having to prove your innocence in case something happens, or if someone hits your car, or any type of situation at all occurs. Having that dash cam and footage will save you in the long run. And even if nothing happens, just that sense of security that you have from having the dash cam will help you a lot in your peace of mind. The ninth mistake to avoid is not knowing your market and not knowing what hours are busy. So in my market, I know Monday through Thursdays, 4 a.m. through 9 a.m. is super busy, because that's when people are going to work, that's when people are catching flights. And then in the afternoons, it will be Monday through Thursday, maybe like 4 p.m. to like 10 p.m., something like that. That's when it will be busy. And then the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you're busy throughout the day. But of course, I'm in New York City and this market is super busy all the time. So your market may be different, but do some research, test it out. Experiment with the hours, see which hours are the best for you, have a log written down of when you make the most money, so you'll have an idea of when is the best times for you to work. You want to work smart. You don't want to work hard. You don't want to be working 12 hours a day straight when you could have worked 4 hours at this time and 4 hours at that time, or 3 hours at this time and 3 hours at that time. And in that 6 hours, you could have made somewhere close to what you made in that 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours. If you work smart, you can make more money in less time. And the only way you'll be able to do that is if you know your market and you know when it's busy and when it's slow. The 10th and last thing to avoid is, having a bad attitude towards your job. Don't have a bad attitude towards your job. You want to be happy-go-lucky. You want to be smiling. You just want to have a positive mindset, because what you're thinking of is what you'll get in real life. So someone who's always thinking negatively will most likely get negative results. Someone who's constantly thinking positively and thinking of the bright side of things will most likely get positive and good results. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you even just a little bit. And if it did, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the little notification bell. And until next time, Escape the Matrix out.